Yo, Planet Earth, it's your boy Rod over here in Taichung, Taiwan. Check this out. We got families all about, we got kids running around, we got people trying to get laid, we got everything out here except the big C. Let's go see what the city's about on a Saturday night. Come with me. Ooh, check out this little river walkway right in front of my hotel by the Ning Kui Hotel. I think that's how you say it. Look, so when I first arrived in Taiwan, they were telling me that this Christmas spirit is all for the foreigners, but I see people getting real in tune for this. I don't know what they're talking about. So far, I'm like one of the few Americans that are out here, but it's real nice, it's real beautiful. A lot of my fellow Chinese folks are out here. And I don't know if you guys know this, but China's doing a military drill around Taiwan. They got surrounded with a whole bunch of ships, around 47 planes too. I don't know what's going on, but if anything, America ain't coming to get me. It's all right. It's all right, but check this out. It looks like Taiwan is not ready for war at all. I don't know if you guys know that, but if China invades, they got no chance at all. But it's okay, because America ain't gonna let that happen. Don't worry, I got you guys. I'm gonna call my people, I'm gonna call Trump, I'm gonna call Donald, DT, be like, hey man, China wants Taiwan. I'm gonna tell them they can't have them. They can't have it. And he's gonna do something about it, maybe. Now it's a little bit different out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm not used to this kind of crowd, this kind of people with this much class in Southeast Asia. But, oh, I forgot. Taiwan is not part of Southeast Asia. You're not supposed to say that. But in Kaohsiung, they have a very similar climate to the rest of Southeast Asia. Thailand, Vietnam, Bali. But look at this. Look at this. Look at all these people celebrating Christmas. Who would have known? Look at this beautiful country. Also, the people aren't really like stuck up or pretentious like the Japanese people in Tokyo. I can say that, all right? I've been there. Don't worry, guys. If you're Japanese, I'm sorry. The one Japanese friend I had in Thailand, he's MIA right now. So unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to get his opinion on Taiwan versus Tokyo. But it's okay. It's all right. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but the city of Tokyo has more people than the entire country of Taiwan. There's a population around 23 to 25 million people in Taiwan. Tokyo has over 42 million people in the metro area. That's crazy. Usually the people that look like me are from Southeast Asia and they're coming out here to be laborers. So it's weird when they see a kind of in-between race guy coming out here just having fun. One thing I learned is a lot of the world doesn't want to see a coolie boy having a good time, more than them. And that's okay. If you want my best advice, just join the American military. Do what I did. Do exactly what I did. Because that's what my dad told me to do. And now look at me. I'm having my best life. I'm living my best life. I'm living the dreams that I always wanted. Traveling the world, 30th country I've ever been to right now. And honestly, I gotta say I'm blessed. I always wake up every morning saying that I'm grateful. Finally, I'm not in the military anymore. And I got something to live for besides just being a government slave. It's such a great life. Thank you, God. You know what, your boy likes to act a little ignorant out here in Asia. When I'm in Europe, I kind of keep it more reeled in. But out here, I like being a little more flamboyant. I like being a little more loud because the people out here look at me like I'm crazy. And I'm looking at them like, what are you guys talking about? You're taking 20 to 30 minutes to take one picture. I don't understand why. And I've seen at least 50 people walking their dogs in strollers. If you got a dog, please don't put them in a stroller. What is wrong with you guys? Oh man, I can't stand that. Dogs are meant for walking, not for pushing in strollers. Also, one of my high school friends who is now kind of like a closeted homo guy, he was messing around with Andy Dick. He's in Los Angeles. He's got a charter boat business. His name is Luke Crawford, and his website and his business name is Elu Charters. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a shout out. I guess we had a falling out last night. He thought that he was gonna hit me up, right? And then tell me about how I'm gonna go work for his friend in Bangkok who's in the sea business. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? And then he used to call, I just now remember that he used to like do these slight digs to me. Kids younger than me, scared to come out the closet. So I was like, dog, I reminded him of how this is. So I told him, I was like, hey man, your mom passed away, right? Before she found out that you were in the closet, right? Isn't that the truth? It was the truth. He didn't like that. I don't care. See, the thing is that I don't take no forms of disrespect anymore. So he thought that he was gonna hit me up and try and have me do some kind of D running for him and his boys in Bangkok. Hey man, I'm not in the legal business. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I was like, what? Who you think I am? I was like, what? No. I consume, I don't sell. All right. So he thought I was gonna try and get my feet wet. He needed someone to run around and do something for him and his boys in Bangkok. No. I've known this kid since I was 16 years old, and he thought he was gonna hit me up with some other kind of business. So unfortunately, I told him how it was. He told me some other stuff. He was like, oh, you're just like your dad, all this other stuff. I was like, hey man, you never told your mother that you were in the closet before she passed away. So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to hear anything about it. So he didn't like that at all. Unfortunately, he blocked me. I lost another friend from high school, but it's okay. They come and go. Because at the end of the day, I want everyone who's in the closet to come on out, guys. Coming out to the world. And if anything, Asia's the place to do it. I'm telling you guys, I've been enough places in the world. And there's guys out here wearing skirts. There's guys out here wearing kimonos. They got swords on the backs. Every guy has like some kind of, like, I don't know, cute figurine hanging off their backpack. So Asia is the place to like guys, I'm telling you right now. In the West, I know have a lot of people that are in the closet, all right? Out here, you ain't gotta be in the closet because half the dudes are out of the closet. So I try to explain that to him, but he don't wanna hear that. He don't wanna hear that noise. So to my boy Luke, I'm sorry that he's still in the closet, but your dad and your sister can still find out. They're still alive, so you should tell them how you like men. But besides my boy being in the closet still, check out all these families out here taking pictures, looking real pretty, celebrating a holiday that they honestly don't even believe in. So I find it kind of cool that Christmas is a big deal out here, but it's only for the pictures. But realistically, I know none of these people aren't Christian out here. I've seen 2 churches out here, but no one's going, no one's praying, no one's doing the cross. It's okay. I'm just saying, you don't have to be a religious person to celebrate Christmas, but they've really taken the holiday spirit to a different level out here in Asia. And I really appreciate that. But at the same time, it's all about the pictures out here. It's all about the pictures, man. In the West, we do not care about pictures, all right? We're too busy trying to do other stuff. So as I make my way over to Taichung Park, once again, I'm gonna put in the description my boy's website and his Instagram. And I want you guys to go ahead, hit him up. I mean, he's making good money off his business. What he does is he takes a charter boat. He lives on the boat at Marina Del Rey, right? Then he takes people out for $200 to upwards of $2,500 per hour. Gives them a charcuterie board, takes them around the LA area, lets them see it from the ocean, which is really cool, right? But here's the problem. His dad and his sister don't know he likes boys. So if you guys could do me a favor, hit him up, and then, just remind him, like, hey, man, you need to come out the closet, bro, all right? Because it's 2024. There's no reason to be in the closet. I know he comes from a Christian family. His mom will be rolling in her grave right now, but at the same time, I've known this kid for almost 14 years now. And the one thing I don't like is when people don't want to be free. Because I work so hard to get to where I'm at right now, to be able to say whatever I want. Especially, I love using my First Amendment right, as an American. So I hope you guys can do me a favor. Just tell my boy, come out the closet, man. Come out the closet. So now I think about it, I guess that is one positive thing that all of the East Asian countries have over the West. Western European countries and the United States and Canada. Men are more sexually free out here. It's okay to be liking dudes out here in Asia. In the West, they're still kind of shunned upon. You'll not have the same friend group. I've seen a lot of, G-men with their straight men friends hanging out, but in America, you're not going to see that too much. Because at least in my experience, every G friend that I've had has tried to make a move on me. Except my high school friend Luke. But I guess he's like a bi-man. He's not a G-man. He's only a G-man whenever the guys have more money than him, then he'll give up his butt to anyone. But if they don't got any money, he ain't giving them his booty hole. That's one thing I learned from him. So good on Luke for doing that, keeping the standards high whenever it comes to men. When it comes to women, I guess he's just a dog like me. I'm joking, guys. I have standards nowadays. Talk to me 10 years ago when I was back in Florida. Nah, no standards. Check out this lovely fountain over here at Taichung Park. Look at this, guys. Oh, it just ended. How? Oh my god, that was right on cue. That is. Oh, it started back again. Okay, perfect. There we go. I thought it was just, teasing me for a little bit. But yeah, okay, so it's coming and going. It's coming and going. But I will say, the last time I was at this park, I was making a road flow video, and some guy was staring at me. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy for this, but I got a couple screws loose. I asked him, I was like, hey, ni hao. The guy didn't want to acknowledge me, whatever. I was like, okay. There's a double lap around me. I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? You good, man? You good? And he's staring at me. I'm like, all right, cool. So he does a third lap around me. I take my phone out. I start recording him, and I put it on my Instagram story. I'm like, hey, man, you good? What's up? What's up? And he puts his face mask on, throws his hood on, and then he goes incognito mode. So I was like, okay, all right, want to play those games? All right, cool. Then he sits around like maybe 20 yards away from me. This guy's staring at me over there. We'll go to that direction right now. So he's staring at me over there where I'm doing my road flow video. So I'm like, okay, I got you, buddy. Let's go. Let's play some games. So I take out my phone. I start jogging after him. Buddies in sandals. All right, the flip-flops. Yeah, whatever they were out here, the flip-flops. So he's wearing those, and he starts to run. Now, this guy is running very, very slow. If I really wanted to, I could sprint and catch up to him. But I wanted to make him feel some kind of adrenaline rush because I know that he's probably never had this experience in his life before. So I'm chasing at this guy. I'm jogging after him, and I'm talking crap to him. I put it on my Instagram story. I still have the video of it on my phone, but I took the story down. I said some mean things to him, but it's okay because I think he deserved it, all right? I give you 2 chances to mess with me. Third time, nah. So while I'm chasing this guy, he's running away, and then I chase him outside of the park, and luckily he didn't continue. He thought I was done, I don't know, going after him, but he didn't understand that I was just kind of doing this for myself, because if I really wanted to hurt him, I could catch him. Oh, but look at these guys. Look at this gentleman right here doing a 2v2 tennis match over here in Taichung Park. Bro, it is like 8 p.m. at night. I love this right here. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see, man. Instead of people in Chicago, Miami shooting guns, these guys out here in Taiwan shooting tennis. Oh, look at this beautiful horse, dude. Look at this horse statue. What in the world? Is this real marble? Oh, it's not marble, some kind of stone. Wow, similar to granite, but something else entirely. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Trojan horse that, you guys know the stories of the Iliad, where Odysseus, he came up with this wooden horse to give to the Trojans. And then, lo and behold, the Greeks were inside the horse. And then they came out and they took care of Troy. Odysseus is one of my favorite heroes, all right? Not only did he have a cunning life, well, he had a cunning brain and he had an incredible life, but it was a tragic life, you know what I'm saying? 10 years at war, 10 years to get back home. And then at the end of his life, a son that he never met stormed his beach and then killed him with a spear. Then on the end of that spear is actually the barb of a stingray. What an incredible life. I mean, you don't want to get killed by your son, but geez, dude. I always thought of myself as like a baby Odysseus. I'm on a different kind of odyssey. That guy actually accomplished something. I'm just out here spouting some BS. So I'm really excited because for our third date, Silver and I are going to the Museum of Natural Sciences, which is really excited. She's working two doubles, Saturday and Sunday. So a little bit over 40 hours of work. It's crammed into 2 days, which is pretty hard to do. Wow, I can't even believe that she's doing that. I would say a little bit under 40 hours, but I think she told me roughly 40 hours. Well, I'm going to see her on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And then she said she might even come and visit me in Taipei, which would be very, very nice. You know, I never really meet people that often, and when I do, it's kind of a nice experience. So I guess now is the time to tell you guys that I broke with Ben's about 6 weeks ago, November 7th. I told her I couldn't take it anymore. She don't cook, she don't clean. So what you gonna do? Just give me a body? That's it? Come on, I could get that anywhere. I need a woman that can cook and clean for me, all right? Because I already got the money. I need a woman that can do some housework for me, all right? I'm in pain 24/7, all right? So if you're with me, I need one of two things. I don't need both. I need you to cook or clean, because I can do both. And I got the money, so I can provide them for myself. So if I'm gonna have a woman live with me, if you're just gonna give me your body, I need more than that. I need more. So I told her, told her about 6 months ago I need to see some kind of progress with the cooking and cleaning. She didn't progress at all. So I told her, hey, Benz, I can't live in your country. It's too hot. Too many G-men out here in Thailand. So I got to go. So I told her I'm going to be moving to Poland. Might stick around Asia and find a woman, bring her with me. But if not, it's okay. I'll just go back to Poland. The women consider me a high-value man out there. Here in Asia, you know, I got darker skin, and they don't like dark skin. They don't like beards and stuff like that. So it's like, even though I'm more masculine than most of the men in Asia, they don't like that. They like pretty boys out here. You know, similar to the guys that look like the BTS band members. You know, they got that slender face, no chest, nothing in the pants either. So, yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm just in a ranting mood. So this is the area where it all happened, right? So I was doing a road flow video here a couple days ago, right? And then homeboy was literally doing a lap around here 3 separate times trying to stalk me. I don't know what was going on. And I acknowledged him twice. I didn't get no response. So I was like, all right. Then he ended it by sitting somewhere. There's some seats right over here. And he was literally just sitting there staring at me. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and scare this guy. Let me go ahead and give him a scare, because most of the men out here in Taiwan, I could tell they haven't been in a fight. They haven't really seen any kind of violence in their life. This is a real first world country out here in Asia. So I was like, you know what? I was probably like his worst nightmare, honestly. I made him run. So I don't know how many times that man has ever been in an altercation, but I know how many times I have. And you know what? I earned my scars. I look at this man, he's wearing flip-flops. Dude was wearing flip-flops, all right, while wearing a face mask outside. That just lets you know what kind of man he is. So, I mean, there's a lot of that out here, but hey, if you're from the West, I know that's really weird to wear a mask in a park. They're still like that out here. Even though the air pollution isn't really that bad, they're kind of scared of that one disease that happened a couple of years ago. You know, I'm from Florida. We don't care about that. It's either when it's our time, it's our time. When we die, we die. So that's one thing I miss about the West. That there's just that man factor out here. Nah. Nope, there is not that man factor. So homeboy ran, and he was like like flipping me off like that, and then also like sticking his tongue out. And I was like, man, if I really wanted to, I could sprint after this guy and hurt him and maim him. I could take away his eyes, I could take away his tongue. But I was like, you know what, let me get him to sweat a little bit. So I ran him outside of the park, and I was like, you know what, I finally got that respect and personal space that I wanted to for the first time in East Asia. So I know you guys think I'm crazy, but guess what? Hey, I got a couple screws loose. I'm living my best life. And I'm going to keep traveling the world. I'm going to keep commentating. So when you guys look at my videos, I want you to understand something, right? I like to go around the world, and I like to comment on what I see, okay? If I think it doesn't make any common sense, I will announce that and tell you guys. Especially when it comes to wearing a mask outside, whenever it comes to dudes like looking like women in Asia, whenever it comes to countries not legalizing the sea plants. Oh, there's a lot of things I don't understand around the world, you know? But one thing I do understand is that the pious countries are really strict, but they're kind of free in some other ways. What do I mean by that? Azerbaijan, Georgia, religious countries, but they have great food. So usually the more religious a place is, the more restrictive they are sexually and, you know, DRUG wise, but they make up for it in the food and the infrastructure and the quality of stuff. So, I mean, that's kind of like a positive and a negative, because at the same time, the place could be really beautiful, but be so boring. Dubai. You didn't hear me say that. I'm just joking, guys. But look, that's why I'm going back to Europe, because that is the best place. Most of the European countries have the most common sense, the most livability, the most walkability for sure, and the people there are just super grounded. In Asia, disrespect and, you know, I guess you could say microaggressions are very common. Shoulder bumping, people cutting you off on their bike or their cars. So it's not something that I want to put up with ever again. You guys aren't gonna like this. I'll tell you anyways, I don't care. So that same day, right, when I was walking to this park, I was on the phone with my dad. We're talking, right? So I had the right of way. I had a green light as a pedestrian. So I'm on FaceTime with them, right? Homeboy on a bike with his woman behind him, they try to cut me off. Not even 8 inches, not even 6 inches in front of me. I had the right of way. So I was like, okay, cool. And I spit in front of his face. I spit in that guy's face. Hey, guess what? You wanna disrespect me? You're gonna get my saliva in your face, all right? Because I know when I'm right, especially as a pedestrian, if you're gonna try and almost injure me, then you deserve my spit, my saliva in your face. Sorry, guys, but obviously you could tell I'm in a mood out here in Taiwan. But guess what? If I had my sea plant, I'd be a little more chill. Once again, I've decided that 80 degrees or higher Fahrenheit, that means I'm not going to go there. So I'm going back to Thailand, but once my lease is up, July, August timeframe, that's it. I can no longer deal with the heat. It messes with my mood, and I got to travel to countries that are kind of smart when it comes to sea. Because even though most places I go to, they have legal nightlife, you know, stuff for where men can pay for services of women. I don't like that. And also they have like drinking cultures in some of those countries too. They don't like the natural plants, which is so strange to me. So it's just something now that I have to come to terms with. And Asia's great, but nowhere's better than Europe. I'm sorry. Taiwan, you're a great country, and I met a great woman. I would love for her to come with me to Europe, you know what I'm saying? I just met this woman. We're not even intimate, but she's a hard worker. Maybe she'll come with me one day. Who knows? Who knows? So I'll keep you guys updated. I'm gonna go out with her, like I said, Monday. Then I'll give you guys like a little review about that too. Once again, stay healthy, my friends. Stay blessed and stay free. God bless.